Hello. Oh, hello. My name is Nicole DiPaolo. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to make comments.
Can you talk a little bit closer? Or, yeah,
Maybe if I hold it? Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to give comments. I am part of Climate Action Rhode Island and the Sierra Club, but more importantly, I'm an advocate for social justice, and I appreciate specifically all of the work that the George Wiley Center has done to combat the original proposal that would have been catastrophic for the communities that are most heavily impacted by the way that we use energy in Rhode Island, and I would say overall. Thank you for taking that into consideration and making these revisions that are more fair and moving towards a future that is more equitable. And also thank you for holding this hearing tonight in a location within the communities, one of the communities that is most impacted with translation services. That is extremely important, and I appreciate everyone who worked to have this happen today. I hope that in the future, this kind of situation can happen more often and without it needing to be such a fight. And I also do want to say that although this is moving towards a more equitable future, I think that a company talking about sustainability and making the grid more sustainable, while at the same time is proposing a liquefied natural gas facility in this area that has the highest asthma rates and beyond the hurricane barrier, and when studies have been shown that we do not need more energy, that we can actually, the amount of fuel that we have now can get us through the there won't be rolling blackouts. We have enough energy to get us through, and we have the resources to use more sustainable energy, which that would be an equitable transition, because by continuing our use of gas as our predominant source of energy, we are contributing to climate change, which first of all most heavily impacts the lowest income community members, but it also impacts everyone and puts our resources that we all rely on in harm's way. They are in harm's way, which means we are all in harm's way, and I think the most equitable transition would take into account first and foremost the communities most heavily impacted in a way that not only makes it so that increases don't impact them, or they can kind of so-called break even, but I would say the income-based rates would be the most equitable. Lastly, I just want to say that this state has some of the highest utility rates that I have ever experienced. I've lived in several cities, and the rates here are just so incredibly higher than what I have experienced in Denver, Colorado, in California, in Boston. So I'm not sure if there's any studies out there that maybe I'm missing of why the rates are so high in the state, but I think that in general it seems that a company that makes so much profit, I don't understand why the rates would have to be so high to begin with. Thank you very much.